I Am Big is about sharing what's working in a big way. Today we have the privilege to talk to Michael Medanas and Christine Ketterman. Michael and Christine had one goal: leaving the world in better shape than they found it. They started to help people get fit from their 800 square feet studio, starting with big dedication and one client. Let us welcome Mike and Christine to the I Am Big show. Welcome. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. Thanks for having us.
Good. Welcome to the I Am Big show. We are very happy to have you. So I see that you guys have chosen water as your big drink. Any reason why water? Is that what you wanted to, by the way?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, most definitely.
Okay, why water?
It's nature's drink. It's the only thing that God truly put on this earth besides coconut water for us to drink. It's much more cost effective.
Did you always drink water all your life?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
I had a long struggle with alcohol. It's 5 years I've been, for the most part, dry.
Cheers to that. Well, water it is.
Water it
Come on
is.
and take the glass. I mean, it's water, but take the glass. Cheers.
Cheers.
Welcome to I Am Big show.
Thank
Absolutely,
you.
Ayush.
And a big cheers to both of you. So what happened? I mean, you just decided,
From the beginning?
Yeah, let's talk.
All right. Well, from a kid, I was very troubled. Split family. Didn't really meet my dad till I was 9. Grew up in the city with my brother and my mom. Was kind of like a loner. We had to fend for ourselves. My mom was pretty poor, so we didn't have a lot of things. It was more of, my addiction came through covering pain and insecurity, just like most people's. Very much like.
What were you addicted to?
A few things. Cocaine was a big one. Alcohol, but they both went hand in hand. I didn't do one without the other. Actually,
Did it make you feel better? Is that?
no. It made you feel worse, but it masked the pain. Misery loves company, and when you can find people through substances, and that's what I did. So I kind of started to see people around me passing, throwing their lives away. Very, very good people, people who came from good families. And I came to a point in my life where if I didn't straighten shit out, I was going to kill myself. So through all that adversity, I realized that I could help people. At one point, I was close to what your weight is. I was 260 pounds.
Sweetie, I weigh more than that.
For sure.
But no,
For
I
sure.
I see what you're saying.
But I was 260 pounds, addicted to cocaine, alcoholic, no job, pretty much no family.
And how old were you?
No friends.
When
24, 23.
So in
22.
5 years, you've come this far. So what changed? I mean, how?
Fitness, 100%.
But what is it? Because I can just talk about myself that I kind of understand addiction because I think I was addicted to meeting somebody in my life and trying to somehow have a lovely partner or a boyfriend, and that addiction, that it was almost like an obsession, if you will, and then something happened and I stopped doing it and my life has single-handedly changed. So I kind of understand. But what was a series of events, or was just something happened and you said, oops, I gotta...
No, I think it was a culmination. It was a lot of things. It was first and foremost wanting to live.
Wanting to live.
I mean, period. Like literally wanting to live. When you wake up every morning, the first thing you do is call your guy and get an 8-ball and slam it down in the next 8 hours. That's some serious shit.
How do you feel that you're not doing it anymore?
I feel, well, now I feel like I have the ability to save lives because I've actually been there. I can relate with the crackhead on the street, the guy who's collecting pallets, or I can relate with someone who's in the boardroom, so it's a commonality. Everybody fights addiction, whether it be this film crew, this is their addiction. They're filming us. This is what they enjoy to
It's a
do.
good addiction.
This is
Keep
why they
filming.
do it.
We like it.
Or-
we love you, actually. And Dave, you especially.
Or in my personal opinion,
You too.
your addiction to attention is why we're doing this show. Is because you want people to love you. You want people to be with you. And it was my addiction in hiding my pain is what.
So now you're addicted to helping people be fit.
100%.
Hence
Yeah.
the mission of let's leave the world in a better shape than they found it. So,
Mm-hmm.
lovely Christine, who by the way I call Babe, and she calls me Bodie. We'll do the little thing later. But so obviously, I mean, she's amazing. And so, when did you guys meet again?
About 3 years ago.
And you had already made the decision of channelizing your energy into doing this, into fitness.
Before I met Christine, like 2.5 years before that, I was living in the West Loop, fighting my addiction. And there was one big key moment that I was by myself with a plate of cocaine, walked in my dad's office, blew a fat line in front of him, gave him my keys and my wallet and said, I need help. And the next day I was
What did your dad say?
The next day I was on a
This is
plane.
senior you're talking
The
about,
next
right?
day I was on a plane.
He's got I love his dad. What did your dad say?
He cried. You know, you see your son killing yourself, what are you going to do? So the next day I was on a plane, and I was in rehab for 4 days. After that, I walked out. I left against medical. They released me against medical advice, AMA, because I knew I didn't need to be there. I knew I was strong enough to control my own destiny. And in my world, there is no one greater than I. So who's going to correct myself other than me? I don't need to relinquish myself to any higher power. I control my decisions. I control my life. And from that point forward, I never touched the shit. You know, and then I started losing my weight, and like engulfing myself in positivity through health, changed my emotional and my mental state, and made me actualize my potential instead of just realize it. And like
Actualizing your potential. And
instead of
beautiful.
realizing it, a lot of people realize their potential, but they don't actualize it.
Yeah. So tell me about. So I hear based on when we work out all the time. He just came up to you in a gym where you were doing your internship, and he just said, "I'm going to take you on a date." That's
Exactly.
It?
That
What was he
was it.
wearing at that time?
He was wearing.
No, I want to know because you're hot. I mean, hello, let's not
He
kid.
is hot, but he was very bundled, and he did not really want anyone in the gym knowing him or seeing him. So he was in sweatpants, something that he's.
And was he bigger at that time?
And yes, he was just a little bit bigger. He had a little longer hair, and he would just always wear sweatpants and headphones, and never really talk with anyone. So when this
There's
man,
no talking, robotic, sweaty pants
exactly. So
shows
this
up.
man came right up to me in the gym, and I thought someone had put him up to it. So I said no at first, and got really pissed. And so
Did you want to say no, or were you upset?
no, I just thought he was
not.
really intense at
I love you,
first.
of course not.
He was very intense, and he just
He
came
still
right
is.
up and said, "Hey, go out on a date with me." And
What made you ask her? Why her? Why she?
I don't know. Can't answer that question, to be
No.
honest with you. I have no idea.
Life
general-
works in mysterious ways.
General attraction,
Yeah.
you know.
Physical attraction or
I don't know, chemical attraction.
chemical attraction?
Like I knew instantaneously.
Yeah. And
I knew
so-
after 2 weeks that I was going to marry her. And I told her I was
And
going
it took you all this while to say that? I mean, hello.
No, I
it's been
tried.
3.5
I mean, okay,
years.
shall we talk about that?
I tried to buy her a ring right away. She
That's
told me
true.
no.
Oh, I mean, rightfully so. I mean, you gotta, hello, you're talking to Christine Ketterman.
Gotta earn that.
Okay. No, don't look at me like that. I love you.
I think it's through
sure.
dedication to each other that we've grown to love. You know, we've been through the trials. Like you said, you know, we started our gym in our own home. It was only 800 square feet, and we also lived there.